The world at large generally believed that the Americans were doing most of the fighting. This wasn't so. The South Vietnamese army always did more of the fighting. In fact, for all of those years during the Vietnam War that the Americans were committed, I can only remember 3 weeks in which more American soldiers were killed than South Vietnamese soldiers. I preferred to go with the South Vietnamese forces because it was their war. It meant a great deal to them, and they were fighting it on their own terms. I know it was fashionable for the Americans and the other allies to blame the South Vietnamese army for the losses in Vietnam over the years. But in fact, they fought very well, and the Viet Cong acknowledged that. The Americans, they used to call the elephants. They said they bumble around, you can hear them coming a mile off. And they could smell them too, smell their shave cream and toothpaste and cigarettes and things like that. It was like a traveling circus. I mean, Barnum and Bailey were on the way, you could see that. And if you're a Viet Cong, you could avoid them very easily.
Move out! We'll feel like good.
Americans were burdened down with about 70 pounds of equipment, plus very, very heavy flak jackets, that's armored protected vests. And on one occasion, I suddenly heard an American yelling out in great fear, as he was, because his hand grenades he'd attached to his pack, his military pack on the back, some of them at least. The South Vietnamese and the Viet Cong used to wear them here, where they could take them quickly and where they could get to them if anything happened. He had them there, and a twig went through the pin of the grenade, and he went on, it pulled the pin out. He had no hope to get to it. He was clawing around trying to get to it, and of course it blew up and killed him.
Not knowing where they are, that's the worst thing. Riding around, running the sewers and the gutters, anywhere. Could be anywhere. Just hope you can stay alive from day to day. If I just want to go back home and go to school. That's about it.
You lost any friends?
Quite a few. We lost one the other day. The whole thing stinks, really.
Awful sick of it. I'll be so glad to go home. I don't know. It's the worst area we've been in since I've been in Vietnam.
You think it's worth it?
Yeah, I don't know. They say we're fighting for something. I don't know.